Hello guys, Edgar with Phandroid.com here, and we're taking a look at a phone that's been much talked about lately, and that's because it's a very unique device in terms of design. We have here a curved display. It's one of the first phones with a curved display here, and it's a very unique phone. It's very different and something that'll stand out from the crowd. I get all kinds of questions. First of all, it's huge. It's a 6-inch display, and it happens to be a curved display, and it has the buttons on the back. So everything about it is just different. We've been testing it for a while, and we want to tell you what this phone is all about. So stick around for the review. Let's jump right into it. So first, let's go over just all the details that the phone comes with. We do have a 6-inch display, and if you want to talk more about the display, it's a little bit underwhelming. It has it has all the features that LG offers. So tap to unlock or knock on, they call it. Um, as you can see here, the display looks pretty neat. The colors are very vibrant. Saturation is very strong, and the blacks are very black. And this is because it's an OLED display. Um, Sadly though, it's a 720p display, and on a 6-inch display, you can really see how it suffers. Other than that, the display here, because of the flexibility of it, or the flex feature of it, it kind of suffers in terms of quality. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but see this white here? To keep a look at the white area here, and then you go down. I don't know if you can see that, but it leaves ghosting. You can actually like see the time here sometimes and all of that. This screen ghosts a lot. It happens all the time. It disappears after a few seconds, but it happens very often, and that can be annoying. Another problem I found with this is it's not great for daylight um, usage. You walk out into the sun, use it in the streets, and you have this like brown glow to it. It's like goldish brown reflection that in the on top of the screen, and it gets pretty. It's very hard to read it, and it's hard to explain. It's also hard to get a shot of it. It's weird, but yeah, you will have to trust me with that one. It has this weird glow or like reflection when you're in the sunlight. Now, if we move around to the rest of the phone, let's turn this off for a while. You have your 2.1 megapixel camera and proximity sensor, your speaker grill here, and your microphone is down here. Micro USB, of course, 3.5 millimeter headset jack. Nothing but the SIM card slot on the left. On the top, we have a noise canceling microphone, and on the right, we have nothing. So, as you can see here, where are the buttons, right? Well, with the G Flex, LG is following its innovative design, which is this back buttons here, and this serves as a notification also. So it might be worth noting. So you have the volume buttons and power buttons here, and the camera, of course, 13 megapixel camera. Other than that, and the speaker here, which it performs pretty well. It's easy to muffle and stuff, but it's a phone speaker, and as that, it does pretty well. So we tap here, we turn the phone on, and as you can see, it runs pretty smoothly. It's a fast phone. I have no complaints in terms of performance. It does pretty well at that. Of course, you have Snapdragon 800 processor, so that helps a lot, and 2 gigs of RAM, and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Other specs, of course, the cameras, which I already mentioned, 13 megapixels in the back, 2.1 megapixels in the front, and it comes with Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. And inside, on the back here, it's actually a curved battery, which 3,500 milliamp hour battery. That is huge. That is Droid Max, quality right there. And this is the T-Mobile version. The T-Mobile version does come with a 3,400 milliamp hour battery, which I don't know why they did that, but that's just the case. And yeah, in terms of battery life, that's where the device shines. It is a beast. It is a boss in terms of battery life. This phone will take you through days of battery life. I couldn't get it under 30 hours of battery life. And if you check right now, I had it plugged in, so I can't check right now. But I have some screenshots in which I show you how long the phone's been on and estimated time and all of that. And it's over 30 hours every single time. Of course, I'm not like playing video games all day long or anything like that, but I do use it for a lot of email, a lot of web browsing applications, some navigation, some movies, and some games. So I'm not going light on it. Now, if you want to know about camera performance, it's good. I wasn't too impressed. It's not amazing, but it serves the purpose. I rarely get excited over smartphone cameras, but it's a fair camera for parties and stuff like that. And we're gonna test it right here. Right now, I have pretty good lighting, but oh man. Okay, so that little thing is gonna show up anyways. Let's just test it. This is all full automatic, no weird thing going on. So yeah, there. And we'll test some video here. And this can record in Ultra HD. If you look at the settings here, that's actually pretty important. We can go all the way to Ultra HD, and that's 3840 by 2160. It said that with the newest update for KitKat, pretty much, you'll be able to record at 4K. So let's just test this, and I'll give you the sample video. But yeah, as I said, camera is not amazing. It's good, and the front-facing camera is pretty bad. But that's to be expected, even if it is a 2.1 megapixel camera. I've seen some lower resolution or lower megapixel cameras perform better than this one. So I just wanted to show you some intensive games just to show you how it performs. As I said, performance is amazing. I haven't had a single hiccup, but we're gonna test it right here just so you guys can see what it's all about. Play. Here we have Shadowgun, which is a popular one to test during this kind of things. Take a second. Snapdragon 800 right here doing its work. And no stutters, no nothing. And I'm a little rusty in this game, but I will have to. But you do get a lot of space for, something people usually complain about, the space. And this guy's gonna kill me right here. Should move around. Right here. Okay, so I was killed. But as you can see, it works perfectly. No stutters, no lag, no anything like that. And this is a pretty strong game, so yep, pretty cool. Gaming works great. And of course, if you want to play something like the good and almighty Flappy Bird, it works perfectly too. I actually got a pretty good score here, 105. So there you go, 105 right there. I'm pretty good at it. But yeah, let's test it out right here. So you can see, no lag, no nothing. It works pretty fine. And I'm being a boss again, of course. Now this is the G Flex, so I have the feeling that we have some kind of a need to talk about the design and all of that. So we're gonna talk a little bit about just the externals of the phone and how well it works, um, in terms of design and build quality and all of that. The phone, this thing here, it's actually scratch resistant and it's made of a self-healing material. You can actually scratch it. They can't be deep scratch. Like you can't stab it with a knife or something. But if you scratch it lightly, like with your keys or with coins, which is usually what happens with phones in your pocket, or if you have it on the surface and you just scratch it or something like that, um, this scratches will actually disappear over time. And I just scratched it right now, so we'll have to test that, I guess. But I've scratched it before with coins and such, and it actually does disappear. So it's pretty cool. Little cool thing that they added so that your phone is always looking good, or at least most of the time. Um, Also, something that is cool about this phone is that they call it the Flex, and that's not just a gimmick. It is actually a flexible phone. They don't advise that you do it because you can still mess it up and break it, but you can actually put it down like that, and you can press it down to become flat. And I'll do that right now. Mm, it's completely flat. Oh, sorry, not fat, flat on the screen right now. So it looks kind of like a big LG G2. You let it go, bounces back up, turn it on, works perfectly. No cracks, no nothing. The phone is perfectly fine. Some people say that The Samsung's curved phone helps better for putting it in your pocket. But I find I happen to have bigger thighs. So I find that this is actually better. It just rounds around my thigh when I put it in my pocket. It's perfect for people who put their phones in their back pockets. Now that's for sure, because it rounds around your body parts. And it's actually very good for talking in the phone. I'm talking about calling, which I know most of us don't do. But it also helps a lot that it's curved, and big. Not only does it round around your face, pretty much put the microphone closer to you, but it just fits on your cheeks so very well. Yeah, and it's very good sound quality. Call quality was great. I can't complain. But that's something that most people don't really think about when buying a new phone because who calls anymore, right? So let's get back to the main point and see if this phone is worth your hard-earned cash. The phone is great, I have to say. I like it. It's not amazing. It's no LG G2, no S5, no, not even HTC One maybe, but it does have its improvements and its advantages. First of all, what impressed me most was battery life. Battery life is amazing, like I said before, over 30 hours at the least. That's not bad at all. And it comes with all the features that I've grown to love from LG, which is, knock on is one of them. You have the quick mode, you have infrared, so you can control your TV and pretty much all your devices with it. It performs very well. It's a fast phone and it does what it needs to be, what needs to be done very quickly. It's a Snapdragon 800, 2 gigs of RAM. It's pretty good for multitasking. Not amazing, but we've seen better. But it's very good. If you like large screens, this has a large screen, 6-inch display. It looks good, but the definition is bad, and it comes with its little problems, ghosting and all of that. I wouldn't say this display is this device's strength at all. Everything else is good, It's not. Eh. The problem that I find with this phone is that it's so expensive. I feel it's more expensive than the LG G2, and the LG G2, beats it by far. Um, at its cheapest price, I believe it's like 630 from Sprint, and it goes up to 695 off contract, and on contract it's 250 to 300, which is insane for a phone that has so. I mean, yeah, it's innovative, it's new, it's different, it's unique, and it performs well. It's gonna be a good phone, but because it's so experimental, we can say it does have its problems and it's not perfect. And I feel like for the screen problems, for the camera problems, for the few issues that it has, you shouldn't be paying over $600 for it. But if you like the design, if you favor battery life, if you want big screens so you can type in them easier, you have eye problems or I don't know. If you want LG's cool features and UI, which as you can see, it's the same. We've seen it before. Um, I guess this is the phone for you. Battery life is amazing. Build quality is amazing. If you're hard on your phones too, that this will be a good phone for you because self-healing material, bendable phone, pretty much flexible. It won't crack on you. Yeah, that's been our review of the LG G Flex. Thank you guys very much for watching and have a good day. See ya.